firstly, thanks so much for coming down or coming up or wherever you got to travel from. This is why we built the space, to have opportunities to connect with people in real life, look you in the whites of your eyes and see what really matters, rather than just the usual stuff. And what we wanted to do was use these opportunities in this space to serve, to challenge, and to connect. I'm not the guy who's like data over everything else. I am the guy who will tell you emotion kills your business, and data is going to help you build it. Okay. But I, for one, have built my entire business on emotion, based on my ability to read people, to feel trends and be like, nah, this is what they need. So I'm never going to be like, kill the emotion entirely. But I am going to tell you that the reason why I fucked around for the first, 2 years of gym ownership was because I did it purely on emotion. And actually, if I just had some sort of data, I would have navigated out completely differently. So like those late nights where you're laying in bed going, how the fuck am I going to pay the VAT bill? Or when the staff leaves and you're like, how the fuck am I going to, like all of that shit. If you've got the data, then you can put that emotion aside and be like, actually, I know what needs to be in place. I know what systems need to be in place in order to guarantee the outcome. And really, gym ownership's not that hard. It's managing your emotions that is the hard part. So attrition, if you are a small group PT gym, it needs to be less than 3%. Okay, 3% is, we would call it acceptable, as in an amber. If it's below that 3%, in those 2s or those 1.5s, then that's a solid green. And if it's above 3, then that's red. Okay. If you're a large group gym, then it's like, if you're at 3 to 4, that's good. 4 to 5, that's mediocre. 5+ is bad. So, you don't have any churn yet? No one's left, have they? No. What's your attrition at the moment?
2%. This last 3 months, it's been 1.5. All last year, it was 2%.
Really? That's brilliant.
It's the one thing we're really
You're
good
far
at.
too cheap.
Okay.
Like, you could literally afford to, based on the numbers you tell me, like I can put this on a spreadsheet later, but you can afford to double your churn because you'd rather just get rid of people and charge way more and just find a level where they're like people are generally priced out, because you want people to be more valuable per member, than just fucking more people. More people also means more emails, more questions, more all that shit. Fuck that.
I don't know what that price is, to be fair. Our average price right now is probably 145.
Yeah. Fuck. For what? Unlimited?
No, 3 sessions a week.
Still, that's so cheap. So cheap.
It's really interesting just on that you said, you're not just here to fulfill. I think what I've embedded, early on was actually you guys are helping me fulfill.
Yeah.
And not go that extra mile.
Yeah.
And that's what I need to get out of.
Yeah, but again, that was where the mindset was for all of us, right? Was I'm too much in delivery or fulfillment. I need to come out of it and need to delegate this on to someone else. But that was the thing pre-COVID. Post-COVID, the expectations of the consumer nowadays, what this service delivery needs to be, it's a whole nother fucking level. Like marketing, I don't mean to scaremonger anyone, but marketing now has never been fucking harder in the gym space. But if you do it right, it's also never been easier. you know, but it has to be this you know, this entire ecosystem through paid, organic, referrals, slow lane marketing, fast lane marketing, like all these things, they always have to be on. We talk about the level of sophistication required to be a good gym owner. When it comes to marketing, fuck me, it's a lot. But once the systems are in place, then it starts to perpetuate.
It looks similar to that. The cardio machine's actually gone in the back. So we've got 12 rigs on the main gym floor in total. We've got 6 double-sided rigs. So imagine...
5 double-sided.
Well, yeah, 5 double-sided and 2 of them on the gym floor. The idea being, like, you can service 12 people in a class. Everyone's got their own...
Do you mind drawing on the board for me, please?
Yeah.
Like the layout and how you deliver the session.
Yeah.
Do both rooms.
The what, sorry?
Do both rooms as well.
Yeah.
What do you mean both rooms?
So we've got 1 front room, 1 back room. Let's say this is the back room. There's some AstroTurf there, which we generally, this is the kitchen area. We've got couch member chill out area. We've got some equipment here. We've got lat pull down machine here. Kitchen area here. Couches here. This space is admittedly in our, so we do 20-person sessions on a Saturday. We use the whole space of the whole gym in those 20-person sessions.
In the kitchen.
Ignore the kitchen a little bit.
Yeah.
But this space is a bit funky for a gym. In this space, which probably goes much further down here, we've got 5 double-sided rigs.
It's clear on that
Here.
side, yeah.
And then a single rig here and a single rig down here against the wall. So we strength train most of our sessions with each person in the rig. We do things like back squat, bench press, deadlift.
Draw with a circle where people stand. Fine. To the one coach, 12.
1 coach, 12. So we did experiment going up to 15. We found our service delivery dropped a bit because we couldn't service the people that we wanted.
I call this the Irish curse, where everyone kind of has their own space on a rig, and the benefits of this like group training model you've lost by doing it this way, right? There's no real, it's kind of like you checking into your little booth. The only thing that's missing is tape on the floor and saying it's COVID again.
Yeah,
right? And I know you do.
No, it feels like that.
Yeah, and I know you do partner sessions and all that kind of stuff, but that's where you got to step out all the way and look at this product and go, what are we actually doing?
No, I agree with you. Yeah.
So, and then that's why if you go 1 to 15, it'll always feel broken because the layout is wrong. So you're not getting across what you need to, and then your coaches don't have the skill to be able to deliver the 1 to 15, where really this gym should be 1 to 24. All right. So then you kind of go, okay, well, what might this model look like? Now in this space, that demographic, obviously strength training, resistance training, high quality movement, developing motor control. These are the things that we're going to put on the hallmark of what we focus on.
Yeah.
Which also means that there needs to be a relative work to rest ratio. We can't just bin them in circuit training.
Yeah.
Right? So, for example, and again, I'm not in this space, so...
Can I give you some insight just on here? So there's windows down all that length for the gym.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Even if they're freestanding, but they're close to the wall like that one is. All right. I want to show you a proposed, then you can jigger it out. But even if what we did is, if all we had was the capacity to put 3 on each side, but you now get used to the fact that there's 3 people per this side of the rig, right? Per bar. And that is obviously replicated like this. Okay, and then when you're telling me there's space here in the front of the gym, I'm like, whoa, what would that allow us to earn? Because $2,000 a month rent, if we were charging £200 a month, which is what this gym should be, we only need 10 members. But if we open up 4 more bays, we can fucking bring in a lot more members.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So there's there's a copulation to be had.
70% of my members went, you just have to get over it. Like, it sounds awful, and like that's the shit that I didn't want to hear from him, but you literally just have to get over it.
Dare I say, to meet you in the middle on this, like, I don't want to lose 70% of members. To me, yeah, of course we can't afford it. Like, to me, the lowest barrier change here is changing the model,
Yeah, no, I
but
agree.
changing the logistics, not the price.
You know, it's a really hard position to be in, like making these decisions. Like, I completely empathise, but if you don't know, like, you just got to learn, and the best way to learn is when you've got no choice. And I am quite risk averse, if that makes sense. Like, I get it, I'm quite risk averse. Like, I like to feel quite comfortable. Like, I'm a grafter. I'd rather work like a dog than go through all of like these different changes. I'd rather just graft it out. But at what point can you not graft it out anymore?
Yeah. And I think that's what we feel like. We just keep on grafting, but for peanuts.
Well, that's it. And like, I've done it for the last 8 years, and now what? Like, again, dissimilar, but I'm having a baby. I can't just work like a dog. I'm never going to be able to work the way that I have done for the last 8 years, getting up at 4:30 and coming home at 8:30. And I think, again, like, it was such a big driver for me to go, this is not physically possible for me anymore. If I don't make a change, then this business doesn't exist. And I don't want to do anything else. You know, like, oh, I can go into recruitment. I don't want to. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
And how long ago was all the changes?
I did the model change 1st of March.
Oh, okay, so this is fresh.
Yeah,
Right,
this is
okay.
fresh.
Yeah,
This is
cool.
fresh. And like I said, you know, March was horrendous,
Maria's running at the moment.
but
Oh, really?
like April was amazing.
Okay.
You know, and it's like you
Oh,
genuinely
wait, I'm
feel
in
like
the
the
wrong country.
darkest points. But how long does it last for?
Yeah.
You know, like, it's not permanent, and it's so hard to sit with. And I'm a feeler. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a data. I love to feel things, and like, I feel quite deeply, especially when it's your own business. Of course you care, but you can have really dark moments, and actually, in 2 or 3 weeks' time, you're like, wow, I've sold 13 FEOs this week.
Yeah.
Like, that's great. I don't know how I did it.
Right.
Oh, I did it because my back was against the wall. I literally had no choice because I can't pay my mortgage. You know?
That's cool, man. Thanks for sharing.
No worries.
Elements of what you're putting out is great. The social proof is really cool. What's missing though is like showing the coaching element. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no visual to be like, who's the coach? I'm not going to spend time with your personal brand, but again, like, your personal brand should be showcasing the team, showcasing you kind of leading the team. It feels like Irish guys are generally quite humble, so it's really hard for you to be like, look at me leading my team. So you might need to swallow the pill of that for the reality that you want to show that you're an invested leader who's trying to invest time and energy into his staff to attract that kind of talent. Because what Irish coaches do love is being part of any team, especially a sports team kind of thing, and education. They fucking love it. So if you were to show we do CPD once a week, do you do CPD once a week?
No.
So doing CPD once a week, showcasing that, then like, it's this time of the week where we as the coaching team refine. Do you like good coffee, like bougie coffee? Do you know how you know if a coffee shop's really good is if they deliver training in their coffee shop once a week? Because you know their staff is fucking refining their craft.
Yeah.
Right? It's the same thing.
But I think it's that marketing piece of the thinking has been, oh, if I just get people in and they experience those 2 weeks and they experience what we do, I have a lot of confidence in that, and then I have confidence that they'll stay with us. But where I lack the confidence is to sell someone on a higher ticket intro, 195, 297, whatever, just by the messages, just by saying and showing on that, you know, that video, that whatever, that we're great, and selling them on that versus selling them after they've had the actual experience of the product, if that makes sense.
Yeah, every amateur gym owner would say, if only they tried us, they'd see how good we are.
Right.
We've all said that. You said it, like, we've all said it. I said it, right, for my first 6 months. the reality is your marketing is the thing that's going to pull them in, but it's also going to repel all the people you don't want.
Yeah.
So you need to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
The second thing is that you lack confidence in really what you can promise. So you don't know what you can promise as an outcome. You're just saying it's a cool experience. Okay. What you need to do is you need to look at your top 20, 25 transformations ever in that gym, write it down. Why was it a transformation? What was their story? Like, you need to put it on a huge whiteboard to shake your own belief as to what you're capable of, and then be like, well, what did they pay? What would they have paid? That's what I'm going to fucking sell.
Yeah.
Because that's what you need. We'll be doing things like sales clinics, which is probably something you should come to, marketing clinics, but otherwise the goal of this space is more around personal training, small group delivery, program design, behavioral change, nutrition coaching. Like, that's the shit that's going to really make coaches stand out, especially in the world of AI coming. Like, our quality of conversation, communication, and challenge and nurture is going to be the thing that's going to separate coaches going forwards. So if you're going to stay large group, that's fine, but then it's the vibe, it's the impact, it's the connection that's going to separate you. And then for us in small group, it's the quality of those sessions, the quality of the whisper is the loudest voice. Like, it's those little things that are going to really separate us. All right. As well as the space looks bougie, the brand feels bougie, like everything feels really elevated. Because then it's like, I don't want to just go to some cheap looking CrossFit gym. I want to train one of the best personal training facilities in Dublin 4. That's how you stand out. Unfortunately, that's where it's going.
Yeah.
All right. So everything needs to look and feel a certain way. And always remember, you're only as good as your last session. All right. Other than that, if you don't charge more than you've ever felt comfortable, you are gonna lose, because you need more money for yourself personally. Life is expensive, taxes are high, people's wages need to increase, and it's gonna cost more to market, it's gonna cost more to fulfill. So whatever you thought was expensive, get used to it, because next year it's gonna be more expensive. The year after, it has to be more expensive. Right? So we cannot get comfortable with a number. If your price doesn't scare you, you aren't charging enough. That's real. That's like real talk right there. All right. Other than that, thank you very much. That was fucking sick.
Thank you.
That's good.
Thanks, mate.